just tend to have that every once in a while. So this is 845 points, this particular potion, the one that we're putting together. Crisscross there. Another crisscross across here. Hand's not as steady as it used to be. If I was in the Wild West, I'd be totally screwed right now. It's okay. Nobody's perfect. Especially not me. I'm going to kind of run my line a little bit thicker. Drag it through here. Just a little cordish like that. Hope it doesn't roll at all. So we kind of got a crisscross motif going like that. All right. See it? Love it. Want more of it? I'm going to kind of flatten this part out a little bit because I feel like it's going to come off later on tonight. It's going to roll down, and I don't want that. Well, it's not exactly how I want it, but it was a good experiment. We'll know next time that maybe we'll use cord instead, I think. But it looks pretty cool right now. All right, so I'm going to put this to the side over here. Now it is time to paint our giant toes and our bear claws. We are almost done tonight. So we're getting there, we're getting there. First things first, I want to paint our dingy, nasty nails. So take that piece that we made earlier from a piece of plastic bottle, and we are going to make kind of a dirty, kind of brownish, yellowish flesh color with a little hint of green on it. Okay. And heck, we may even use a little bit of this hanging moss or hanging moss coarse turf stuff to make it look a little funky. All right, so open up our brushes now if we want to, or actually, you know what? Just use one of the colors from brushes we used for color earlier. We're going to go ahead and put down a quick coat on this nail. It's probably been kind of hard for you to see what this nail looked like the whole time because it's plastic and it's clear, but now you'll start to get an idea for the shape of it. Halfway through painting this, we're going to turn on our glue gun. you have your glue gun with you. If not, you can use your super glue, whatever you want. Okay. Got that going there. So it's kind of see-through and weird like a nail. It's fine for now. Put that to the side. Now I'm going to take my great big giant toe, and there's one thing we wanted to do. See how it's kind of baked on the end there? That's nice, but I want it to look all icky, like you got, you know, his toe chopped off. So I want to see how much of this I can cut off. I did a good job of baking the right amount. Okay. Jeez, that's rough stuff. All right, that's fine, that's fine. It's going to be doughy on the inside. That's okay. It's going to get a little hard later on. You can cut the end of the toe off like that. Okay, so it's going to look kind of baked and weird right here. That's fine, because we're going to make that little bloody and stumpy anyway, which is going to be awesome. All right, so first things first, while that's drying over there, let's get out our other colors. Now this one, since it's kind of a coarse material, like that, you can hear how hard it is on the outside, we are going to go ahead and just use, if we want to, some of our crappier paint. So let's use some of this yellow. It's kind of a bright color. It's really yellow. That's fine. We're going to mix it with a little tiny bit of red. We're going to get kind of an orangey color. Not quite what we're shooting for exactly, but we're going to change that up a little bit. We're going to dirty that up. Once again, breaking our rule. Or actually, you know what? No, we're not going to break our rule. We're not going to break our rule. We're not going to keep doing that tonight. We're going to use a little tiny drop of green. It's going to mix with this red. Get it kind of dirty. And a tiny bit of this blue. Because when you add all the primary colors together, you start to approach kind of a dirty brownish color. Okay. And I'm going to put my toe aside for a second. You can see kind of a bullseye thing going on there. Don't worry if you got little grains of stuff in there. It's all going to get mixed in anyway. It's fine. Yeah, there we go. There's kind of that dirty brown color. Kind of a poopy brown, diaper brown. I know, TMI, right? I can almost hear player one right now. Oh my god, don't say poopy brown. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and paint over this. And we were talking before about stippling on the books. We did a reverse stippling, where we did a lighter color and stippled dark on top. Give it kind of a dirty model texture. We're doing regular stippling and regular relief painting on this one. So, because this is a dough, it's going to suck it up. Depending on how hard the dough is and the temperature, it'll either suck it up and make it slightly kind of like damp, and it'll kind of stay that way for a little while, or it'll suck it up right away and just, you know, make it not a big deal for you. So we'll just have to see how it works for you. Don't be afraid, like I said before, to get those body parts a little covered with paint. It's not going to kill you. It'll come off unless you have acrylic nails. Okay, flip that over. You probably won't see this in your ingredient bowl, but that's fine. We like to do a semi-decent job of covering that back anyway. Might as well take the time to do it right, and we'll do it right. Go ahead and just sprinkle the outside of the rim where we busted off that part of the toe. Looks like it was cut. It was cut, actually. right there. And it's kind of funny because that meaty part that's still a little doughy in the center is going to be where it's red and gross and bloody. Okay, so go ahead and let that dry like that. If you want to, you can set it back in your pan, set it a little because it will dry one way or another, and that paint will come off with a simple Brillo pad. Okay, so let that sit for a little while. We'll need to put another layer on it in a moment. Now we got our bear claws. Our bear claws are going to be painted with a darker color. So we're going to paint with like a dirty kind of brownish color on top, but underneath we're going to do kind of a blackish reddish. That's how they are in the game. So you're going to need a little bit of this red, or actually no, if you got a crimson, that'd really work good too. Kind of a thicker, darker red. Okay. I have my brushes from earlier. They're already a little saturated. I don't feel like changing my color out 15 times right now since we're getting towards the end. But I want to run on streaming time. We'll use this particular brush right here, square-headed brush. Use whatever brush you like. Okay. There's that kind of reddish color. If you can see it, it might be difficult. Go ahead and put one over on these. Now I'm guessing that this one's probably going to suck up the paint better because it's more thoroughly dried. And I'm also using a thicker kind of acrylic on it, so it'll probably dry quicker. You can see the paint's kind of peeling off there. It's the problem too with salt sometimes. But if you let it sit for long enough, put a couple of coats on, it's not too bad. Let it sit for a little while. Same thing here. I'm going to cover it actually like this with my finger first. Smear in there real good. So I'm not wasting a base in my paint. Running out of this paint color real quick. Make some more. So go ahead and repeat that process. Ooh. Drag that paint all the way across. Same again, a little bit of black, a little bit of that crimson or red. You got it? That one was actually burnt sienna. That's fine too, actually. Because they're not all going to be the same color in nature. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you carry across the theme with the same kind of hues and the same kind of spectrum of colors. Not everything has to be the same. It shouldn't be. It carries across with our whole, imperfection is perfection type of thing. Makes things look more real. First layer of that one, get that on the bottom of it. I hope you guys are enjoying tonight. I'm going to try to do Skyrim Craft Night once a week, depending on my work hours. It may vary. I might do it for 4 hours once a week. I might do it for 2 hours once a week. It depends on what you guys want and what you like the best. See that color coming off there. Doesn't want to stick. It's that salt. It's okay though, once it does stick, it'll be awesome.